One thing about long-term, like chronic singleness that I have a really hard time explaining to people is this concept of not being anyone's person. And I think often when single people, I've had this conversation with other single people, of course, but like when we try to explain this concept to married people, to our friends who are in long-term relationships, to our families, they seem to think that it's coming from some sort of like self-pitying, woe is me place. And I just want you to hear me saying this for what it is, which is the truth. I am no one's person. I do not have a person. I am no one's first choice. I am no one's first call. I am not the person that someone texts first thing in the morning or last thing before they go to bed. I am no one's, hey, I got home safe. Hey, I'm on my way. There is no one on this planet that exists that is that for me or that I am that for them. I am loved. I am extremely loved. I have friends who love me. I have parents who love me. I have the Lord of this universe that loves me. But I do not have a person or a partner who is my person. And I think people hear this and they think it's coming from some sort of like self-pitying, like, oh, I'm so sad place. But it is objective truth that I am no one's person and I do not have a person. And does that suck?
Okay, and I want to get this out the way. I want to let this be known, y'all. So on my channel, often I always compare different situations between like men and women, and that's what I do, right? It's obviously there's a reason for it, right? Because in her situation, for her to not be somebody person, right? And really think about this, and I might even sound fucked up, but for her as a woman to not be somebody's person, that's her choice. Especially at whatever, she's definitely in her 20s. So especially at her age, right? Because like let's be honest here, y'all. Welcome to the Marco Effect. You get the full effect of me. She probably has a dude that texts her, that calls her, that she don't answer the phone for, right? But like I said, let's flip it. If that was a man, right, and he actually came on here and said this shit, I would be like, okay, I can understand exactly where that man is coming from, right? Because sometimes as a guy, you just have a cold streak where you ain't got nothing, right? But as a woman, you're gonna always have some type of option. So I just think, really, and it might not be the popular opinion, I think she's choosing to not be somebody's person, and that's really honestly what I think from this.